Hey, great Sunday evening. It is it's Sunday evening. It is the 17th of May. And again, Kinina, hola Kinina. Again, it's pretty cool to have this Sunday show. The Sunday one is kind of very, very much watched, so it's really cool to go out there. I'm not exactly sure the dynamics of it. I sort of understand why. Hey Joe, my man, how's it going? I sort of understand why Fridays and Saturdays are a little slower, but even then, the numbers are okay. So I mean, we'll keep on doing it. The only one that we're questioning, we'll find out this week, is Saturday mornings because Papa likes to go to the pulga. I was waiting in line to get in tonight. Well, fear no more. Leah, you are in, my man. Hi, Leah. Hola, Lalis. Oh, how's it going, guys? Hola, Gaby. Frankie te manda saludos, Gaby. Este, it's kind of funny, but my who was it? My someone went up there to Mike Rodriguez and said, "Hey, pues Lali, one of my cuñados, Eduardo, hey, no, que Lali me mandó para el grooming. Dice, ¿quién es Lali?" And that's an old nickname. Family knows what I'm talking about. It's kind of an old one, but one of these days I'll explain. Actually, it comes from Eduardo. My nickname comes from Lalo. Let's go figure. But it's a long story. We'll tell it later. Hey, John, how you doing, man? Haven't heard from you in a while, John. Let us know when you got some time this week, bro, to come on. Let us know what you think about what's going on, John. Good to see you, man. I like John. That's a good guy. I love that hat. Frankie, how you doing tonight?
All pretty good so far. Good Sunday. Another start of another COVID-19 lifestyle. Looking forward to it. It's been a busy day for me. Pretty productive. Excited for tonight's show. We should have Carlos Elizondo on in 15 to 20 minutes. So it's going to be a good Sunday. See how it turns out.
Hey, John, I was waiting for the text message or the messenger message. Actually, I didn't eat anything. I was going like, I'm going to wait for that carne asada at John's house. Y nada. Hilda. Hola. Cutting trees and burning brush. No, carne asada. Hopefully you're cutting trees to make firewood for that carne asada we're supposed to be having, my man. Vladimir. Buenas noches. Christina. So beautiful. Frankie, so handsome. Hey, Linda. Hey, Robert, how's it going, guys? No barbecue today. John, you promised me. Soon, my man. Say hi to the family for me. Hola, Gloria. I love you. Violet, good job. Guys, let's go into very quickly. And, I'll be saying hi as come along. I apologize. Mando, prende el bote. Good evening, y'all. Love you, Mando. Mando's my son. No, Jorge is my son. Mando is my stepson. Jorgito is my son. Hello, Agustin! Dude, it's been a busy weekend. Yeah, the corona, right? Hola, Paul. Guys, really quickly. Paul, you changed your thing? What the? That looks nothing like you, Paul. Maybe. Hey, guys, let's go into the numbers. There are no numbers for Cameron County. And you could say, like, wow, that's a great thing. Lali, I want to know if I can make Mika to the store with us. No, keep her home. Susie, but you can come by anytime. Yeah, let's get together this week, my man. I've got a lot to talk about. Brenda. No, what's up? What's up, Miguelito? Hey, my man, Miguel. I love that guy. Hey, even though he takes pictures of me at the courthouse, I love you, Mike. The numbers, no numbers for Cameron County because no numbers come in on Sunday. People don't work on Sunday, which is okay, man. People need a day off. They need a little bit to separate. Hey, Robert, they need a little time to, move away from everything else. So it's okay. But Hidalgo does have numbers. Hidalgo had actually 15 positives, and now they are up to 440. And again, thank you, Laura, out there, Amos, for keeping us informed and tagging us in regards to everything that goes on. That Guillermo, love you. So keep us informed, Laura. And again, that's one of the things that I think is very important. We maintain each other informed. And again, I appreciate everyone that continuously sends in information. You trust that we're going to be out there, expressing, preaching, and saying a lot of things that you wish you could say, but you cannot say. But again, oye, como pa cuando el otro chequecito? We'll talk a little bit about that too, friend Fernando. Don't worry. But and that's one of the reasons why back in the heyday we decided to start the page, and why it grew, exponentially. And I actually impressed that I could actually use the word exponentially in a sentence. Súbete, bebé. Súbete la mesa. That's my baby. Sorry. But it grew because of that same thing, because we kept each other informed. Cynthia, hello. We keep each other informed. I'm only watching until my dream lashes goes live. Stay on. It's going to be good. I promise. Towards the second half, I promise, Leslie. It'll be interesting. One of the things that we were going to talk about tonight is we are going to talk about the Performing Arts Center. As some of y'all noticed, we did put up a video yesterday. It's a very cool little video. We'll try to put it up again today. I'm only watching. I saw that one. Hey, my man. Love you. Hey, Leticia. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So beautiful. So we'll talk about the video and what the information is on there. We'll try to get it on so y'all can see it if you haven't seen it yet. If it doesn't work out that we are able to put it on the page, you will be able to see it on my page, and I'll share it again tonight. It's a pretty good little clip, and for my detractors out there, I only make like 20% of what's on my page, maybe even less. I appreciate my friends that continue to send us information. We're also going to talk a little bit about insurance. So we're going to talk about the PAC. We're going to talk a little bit about insurance. Go figure. Good evening, Kat. You're my favorite person, Kat. Love you. Kinina. People walking on trails drops about 45 to 10% exposed. Means that increase of 35% more cases. I predict over 1,000 in 10 days. I agree with you. Maggie, ¿cómo estás, Maggie? Breakthrough, my man. I love you. Mayra, ¿cómo estás? What's the update of the coronavirus? Again, no numbers for today. Not wearing masks, that is. No, none. But you don't have to. We are going to talk. We have no numbers no information in regards to the numbers. We just know that it's constantly going up. I think one of the predictions up there by Paul was that we should be up to 1,000 in 10 days. It makes sense. I completely agree. We're at 614, I think, something like that. 614. So, I mean, it's not inconceivable. And the rate that we're going in regards to, 2 here, 2 there, 20 here, 13 there, it's very conceivable. Hey, man. Hey, we missed you last night, Rudy. I didn't see you. Good evening, Ed. Ed Arriaga has an amazing program out there. Ed's world class Taekwondo. I love what he does. Actually, I need to go take a couple of classes out there with Ed. I need to firm up a little bit, Ed. And I know that your people can help me out. I appreciate that, bro. Hola, Joe. Joe, that avatar of yours looks pretty spot on. NASCAR was on today. Great. Did you watch it? You are white, bro. You are white. Sorry. Love you, man. So we're going to do a little bit in regards to the PAC, Performing Arts Center, and I'll try to explain as much of that as possible. I like Frankie's haircut. Hell yeah. I was in Facebook jail. Just got out today. Now you know. Welcome to my world. We'll talk about the PAC. We'll talk about buenas noches, Ernesto. ¿Cómo estás? We'll talk about insurance a little bit. See what happens. See what comes out. I wanted to wait for Carlos because Carlos is going to get a couple of surprises when I start talking about insurance. I think everyone's going to be a little bit surprised. I hope that the federal government is listening, which I'm sure they are, because they might be even more surprised. I'm not sure. See what happens. Performing Arts Center. Frankie, can you pull up the video, or is it going to be hard?
No, I got it. Give me 1 second.
David, I think they were due Friday, but call your counselor, call your teacher, and they should be giving you a little bit more information, my man. What's on tonight's agenda? Tonight we're going to talk about the Performing Arts Center. That we don't have any numbers, Juan, so we're not going to go too deep into the numbers. We're going to talk about Performing Arts Center, and then we're going to go into some insurance matters.
The video is up. Erasmo, let me know when you want me to play it and when you want me to stop it.
¿Cómo están? Estamos listos. Ready, guys? We'll throw up the video. Let's try it. Let's go. On May 14th to 20th, Medina Peña claims that we, the public, were confused as to the differences between the TRE funding or the construction of the Pace Porter Band Hall facilities and the Performing Arts Center funding.
Then when you want me to stop it?
¿Cómo están? Guys, we'll throw up the video. I have no sound. I can't hear anything. Oh, okay. It didn't work. It's okay. Well, guys, you can see it on the page. It didn't work. Carlos?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
When you want me to stop it?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
¿Cómo
good.
están? Guys, we'll throw up the... I have no sound. Rookie, turn the volume down. I can't hear anything. Oh, okay. Didn't work. Volume! Well, yeah? It didn't work. Ah, chihuahua. Puro rookie. Good evening, Terry. Good, man. Yeah?
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing? Déjame peino.
The volume's still up. No sound. Rookie, turn the volume down. I can't hear anything. Yeah, your volume. It's so you have something up. Well, yeah, yeah, that didn't work. Hey, good evening. Me too, Lupita. Good, man. No.
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
Okay. Guys, can you hear me, guys, out there? I'm now hearing no audio at all.
I can hear you. It was Carlos. Carlos, turn your audio off.
I can't hear anything.
Mine's done.
Yeah, your volume. It's so you have something up. Got to run, but we'll chat later. Yeah, please let me know what day you're available, my man. Tenía que ser el queso. Lupita. Yeah? No.
Carlos, turn off your pages.
Okay, hey Liz, how you doing, Liz? Hey, I don't know how's it going. Sorry, guys. Facts. How can they be confused? Exactamente, Raymond. If you saw that video that we posted, it's on the page, and I'll share it on the page again.
There you go. I'm sorry. It was mine.
Well, yeah.
It's the newbie.
Newbie. Puro rookie. Guys,
Sorry about that, Agustin. Apologize.
Carlos, did you get to see the video? Carlos, did you see the video?
Yeah, I can see everything.
No, did you see the video? The
Yeah.
one I posted in regards to the board?
No, I haven't. Do you want to play it again?
The Performing Arts Center, the one I posted last night.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, oh, definitely I saw that. But they didn't promise anything, is what Drew Brown said, right?
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, when I was a board member there, we did promise.
Yes.
We did make the intent. That was the whole reason why we increased the taxes, is so we can get that Performing Arts Center. Dr. Rendon was spearheading this project. There was already plans. There were beautiful plans. Beautiful. Like I'm gonna do the Trump. Beautiful plan. They're beautiful plans. And the plans were to get the kids what they needed. Not only the kids, community. It was supposed to be built over on Morrison, right?
100%.
And what happened was Atkinson came over and she destroyed everything after I left, you know. And you were probably there after, yeah, you were there after I left. Yeah, because you beat me. But her intent was she didn't like the plans that were there before, so she fired, or she initiated the firing of Dr. Rendon, and they pushed her out with a bunch of BS, you know. And she's doing a lot better, but you know what? It shouldn't have been done that way. But the intent was she didn't want this project to move forward because the people that were going to build it were not in her pocket. So guess what? 3 years later, there is nothing on there.
No.
There's only a little sign. I think people see it. There's a little sign that says BI's property.
Yeah.
But that should have already been done because we had a 5-year plan. there was monies that were going to be allocated for this performing arts center, which is what they call a PAC. It wasn't for the gym. The gym was already set aside for Hannah, and it's a beautiful gym. There was a that was made for Porter. There was fields that were made there. Those were already allocated. They had nothing to do with the performing arts center. The performing arts center should have already in fruition, like some people say, right? On the board, fruition. That should have already been put in place. These kids should have already been seen. Yes, there were some kids that were unhappy because, you have band members and you have band people. And when we were there at Erasmo, we allocated funds. I think it was about $250,000 a year to replace and repair band equipment.
Yes.
But for this day now, and I think you know this, where are those funds? Those $250,000 per year for these band members and this band equipment, where is it? Where has it gone? Where is the Performing Arts Center? Where is that?
Not being built.
Why?
When I came onto the board, let me tell you, Carlos, that's one of the things. Again, I love my fine arts. I love my bands. I love my choirs. And, they approached me and said, that's for the Performing Arts Center. And then, I really dwelled into it. We'll talk about laptops in a little bit. Remind me a little bit, John. We'll talk about she pushed Dr. Renaud out because she didn't want her to push the project because Sylvia was salivating for the money. Mr. Redondo is 100% right. 100% right. And I'll tell you what happened. So I said, well, wait a minute. So I pulled out the plans that Dr. Rendon had already presented, Carlos. And I said, well, the plans are here. Why aren't we moving on this? And then I got together with a lot of the band directors, with a lot of choir people and a lot of the individuals out there. And I said, you know what, man, I'm going to push this. We're going to build this. And then in my head, I said, you know what? We're going to build a 5,000 seat one. And my band members, they go like, no, my band directors, no, Erasmo. I said, well, isn't bigger better? They said, no, it isn't bigger isn't better. We need something that's 800 seater, because that is a performing arts center. Something that's over that, something that's 5,000, 2,000 something is an arena. And it's not a performing arts center, wouldn't serve the purpose that a performing arts center actually serves. And I said, guys, y'all are the experts. Y'all want it? He goes, right. The plans are there. I got the copy of the plans. Beautiful plans. Beautiful plans. Beautiful. And they were scheduled to be beautiful here on Morrison Road. So I go like, well, what's going on? Well, I later learned that Sylvia wanted to get her own contracting people, the people that are putting money into her pocket. Same thing like Prissy and Drew. Putting money into their por eso ahora Drew said, well, I don't know anything, because it wasn't fitting their.
No promises.
No, we didn't make any promises. Yes, there were promises made, and she knows that. She was there. She was there. She knows there were promises made.
She was a PIO, Erasmo. She was a PIO. She was an employee of the district.
She had to have known. Of course she knew, because she had to, Carlos, she had to sell it, Carlos, because
that's right.
What David, mi primo, said up here is very true. They, and I received it, they were sending Facebook messages to students, teachers, and everyone. Everyone go to the meeting when y'all were going to vote for the increase. Y ahí va Erasmo también. I go like, well, wait a minute. You're going to raise our taxes? Let me go find out. We always have to do more fundraising. Just to get, yes, you're right, Eduardo. So I go to the meeting, and hombre, estaba lleno de students. Lleno de students. Community people. I was there, and I was going like, a la mais. And I'm going like, man, they're going to really hate it out when I come out and say, hey. So the only thing I complained about, guys, I said, you know what? No, let me tell you, Carlos, let me tell you what happened. Because, I thought, wait a minute. But I learned there. I learned there sitting in the boardroom as a public citizen. I learned that the people wanted it. That's what I learned. Right. And let me tell you, Carlos, hold on. When I went there, I was against it. I was against it.
I know.
I was against it. I think I even told y'all I was against it. Yeah. But you know what, Carlos? Yo me voy a sujetar of what the people want. And the people were showing that they wanted a performing arts center. Estaba lleno el lugar. It was full.
That's right.
So I got up there and I said, you know what, guys? If this is what the people want, I changed my stance on it, because it was what the people wanted. It was what my band directors wanted, what my band wanted. We got
exactly.
it.
And that's why I stood up, and that's why I got a lot of criticism because you know what? I stood up for the performing arts.
You did.
You know, I have,
You mean
I was up there at arms. I was fighting the Atkinson. I was fighting the other board members that didn't want this to happen. You know, because I mentioned it in public forum. I said, "What? I don't have a football player at home.
Yes.
I don't have a baseball player at home. I have 3 girls who love to dance, who love to act, who love to this. You know, but you know what? They're still performing arts center. So we need to build this for the community. Dr. Rendon initiated this before I even got there. These plans were there before I became a board member, and I was fighting tooth and nail for this. You know, Erasmo, and you were there. And you were against it because they were giving you these false impressions of why this thing was happening.
100%.
But you listen to the kids, and you listen to the band members, and you listen to the people who are involved in performing arts. They need this, and they've been needing this for many, many years.
Carlos,
and we pushed it. I was able to get in there and get the individuals to push this forward, but because Atkinson came in and she destroyed everything.
100%.
Like that. You
Carlos,
know what's happened in the past.
Carlos,
I don't have to tell anything.
No,
I was putting.
It is the people's district, Carlos. It is the people. Right. It is the community's district. It's not my district. It's not your district. Nope. It's not Frankie's district. Nope. It's not Sylvia's district. It's not Minerva's. Drew. It's not their district. It is the people's district. And Mary Ann, I was there. You know that I was there, and I was freaked out at all the people. And that afternoon, because it was held at noon. That afternoon, I changed my stance. Right. You know what? This is what the people want. And you know what? That's what a democracy is. A democracy is the people are the ones that choose. The people are the ones that determine. The people wanted a performing arts center. Give them a damn performing arts center. But Sylvia was against it because she didn't have her contractor people set up. They were not going to get the contract, so she didn't want to have it done. Minerva is so stupid. She can't even think for herself. She was voting with Sylvia, and she voted against it with Sylvia. Philip
voted against the community.
Voted against the community. Philip didn't want it built here on Morrison because he wanted to buy more land somewhere else from one of his buddies. And then when that hasn't happened yet, then he goes hires his architect friend to be an architect at $100,000 a year. And you know what? We've got 2 deputy superintendents. We got an overpaid superintendent. We've got an architect now. We've got more AAs than I have calzones, but we have no performing arts center. How does that make sense to anyone? We've got all these people, guys. We have all these people that these people hired, all these people, and we have not one brick laid. The performing arts center that the people wanted.
Erasmo, in regards to the payment of or the collection of this $100 million project, it was going to be recouped from 2017 to 2021, and we have here, 3-4 years, 5 years of the collection of these property taxes. One question: it's been 3-4 years, and there still hasn't been the construction of this performing arts center. Question. Correct. Question. Where has this money gone? Is this money still being collected from the citizens of Brownsville as we speak? That is still left to answer.
I think the TRE money ends on 2021.
Gambling debts.
Yeah, gambling debts. Was one pretty pressure for the Fine Arts Center? Yes, gone. Then all of a sudden she's gone. Sylvia got rid of her. She was the fine arts director we had, and what happened there? Does anyone know? Now she's doing Fred Astaire dancing, an amazing program. Pero it was Sylvia.
She's Dr. Rendon, very talented, super talented, and then you've seen that. You've been there, Erasmo, to do functions that has happened. It is very, and it is sad to hear what Atkinson and her very, very bad. Because look at what she's doing now. She's got nothing to do with BISD.
Nothing. The only reason the board even started talking about the Fine Arts Pack is because you started talking about it on your show. Yes. Otherwise, there would still be crickets. That's what we're here for, Kat. And yes, now they're tripping out. Now they're playing to catch up. And they're like, well, we didn't commit to anything. Yes, the district committed. They were able to pass that because of the support they built up, because the people wanted the community. La Rata Sylvia Atkinson.
Erasmo, I voted for the PAC.
Yes.
I voted for it. We had several people there that voted for it. This should have already been being built now, right now. They should already see a building. And the talk back then was, it's very unfortunate that some of the seniors are not going to see it happen. And yes, we said that. That's right. This should have happened about 10 years ago when Dr. Rendon initially pushed for this, beyond my time, beyond any of our times. And we understood the fact that some of the students were not going to see the PAC being created. But you know what? Even now, today, there's nothing there.
Nada.
Nothing.
All they put was
nothing.
All they put, and look, this is what I find insulting, guys. 10 years, 10, 12 years that they've been pushing for this. 10, 12 years. You know, the only thing that we got is a little marker out there that says BISD property. That's all. That's all that's out there. How the hell did Sylvia end up on our board? People voted her in. She led the path of destruction everywhere she goes. When she was elected for BISD, my heart sank because I knew she would destroy our district. And she did. And she pocketed money from undercover federal agents. Raza voted in November. Philip, flip-flopping Philip. No, the other people get what their representatives vote in. Yes. Weed eater was used. Philip is a snake. Flip-flopping Philip. Good evening, Anna.
Erasmo, a lot of people, and I don't take this from anybody, but you know what? When I was there, everybody says Atkinson is very, very intelligent. I said, yeah, she is. But so was Hitler. And look what she's done to our district. Look at the people that voted for her. They're probably puking right now because of what they did.
Not the coronavirus. Yeah, we are going against everything. I've been teaching ballroom dancing since the program started, and I know how much the program has grown. At the end of the year, we have to end up with 3 different days to accommodate all the ballroom competitors. I know, amazing. I was there till like 1 o'clock in the morning, if you remember. This is something that has had money allocated for a while and was given a 5-year plan. I can't believe nothing has been started. If our taxes went up to this and other items, nothing, Marianne, nothing, not a brick, not a thing, except 3 wooden little signs that say Brownsville BISD property. That's it. You know why? Again, Sylvia didn't have her contractor people in line. Minerva is too stupid to stand up for everything. She still went out. It's in the video. She still goes out there and says, well, we didn't commit to it. What the hell? Yeah, you did commit to it, idiot. That no one's brought up so much talent. Kids have actually gone to the professional. Yes.
Yep.
Let's see. Isn't it recorded somewhere that we can go back and prove that I just posted it? Louis, aren't you watching my
Louis,
page?
where you at, Louis? Louis, está dormido.
Louis, wake up, Louis. It's on the page, Louis. I posted it yesterday.
That's the other one.
Huh?
Go back to the one that just came by. I mean, there's some people that have heard me talk about, the fine arts program. I think it was Rosie G. Go back to Rosie G.
I remember Mr. Elizondo talking to us at one of our fine arts meetings. Awesome speech and great sport. 100%.
It is by far. I'm telling you. If anybody se quitó las greñas para andar con esto, soy yo.
Oh, that's
I'm 100% fine art, man. It is so disheartening, Erasmo, that we've gotten to this point, and I'm talking about 5 years later, and still there's been nothing for the fine arts program because of one individual and elected board that supports her.
Again, guys, I mean, it's thank you, Eduardo. Guys, please, I, if you would, please share that video. Let more people know that these people are liars. They deceive. They tend to forget what was promised. And Drew knows. I mean, I know for a fact that Drew knows. We brought it up in facilities meeting, and I made sure. And I mean, it's out there. I made sure that I fought for it. And I said, guys, we promise. Let us build a performing arts center. It's on there. My band directors, my choir directors, my fine arts people, they're not going to let me lie. They know that I was out there fighting for it, guys. But no, Sylvia didn't have her people in line. Drew and Prissy hadn't received the word from Sylvia because whatever Sylvia says, that's what they would do. And Minerva, no importa qué, lo que Silvia decía es lo que iba a hacer. Now Drew and Minerva, well, no, it's not true. We never committed. Shut up. Shut up. Yes, it was committed, you idiots. 12 years in the planning, the making. What have they gotten? Nothing.
Erasmo was the PIO. She knew that we had committed because it was her job to put it through the public.
Yes.
It was her job to say, this is what the current, which is myself and the other people that were there, before you were, this is what they want to do. They want to build a performing arts center. This is how they're going to be able to accomplish this. Why is it that now she says, I have no recollection. We didn't promise anything. You were in charge of the public information office, paying you over $120,000 to be able to educate the public on what the BISD board was wanting to do for the performing arts, which is building a performing arts center. How is it that now that she's a board member, when she lied to the public, she's saying, we didn't promise? Yes, you did promise.
She did
because the board told you to do it.
Hey guys, and it seems like it's been a loss of money. To overtake this project, you have to do lots of studies and surveys and things like that. Carlos, you had just mentioned how they spent $120,000 on educating the public in regards to the 0.1125 that's on the property values that's going to get taxed from the citizens. So it's loss of money. What's going to happen whenever we do actually start? Hopefully after November, when we have the right candidates and right elected officials in there, what's going to happen when we revamp this? Are we going to have to spend another $120,000? So again, it's lack of leadership from the board. You have individuals who see the board president who sees re-election coming up in November, and she's trying to wash her hands and saying, hey, I've been at it. I've been trying. I don't know. She's confused that Erasmo in regards to the TRE and the PAC, the Performing Arts Center. Again, lack of leadership. She's not in tune with reality. She's been on here for 12 years and she hasn't been able to accomplish this. What makes us think that another 4 years it's going to get accomplished?
Yeah, she hasn't accomplished jack. She is a follower. She is not a leader. Yeah. She was placed at board president because Sylvia could control her, manipulate her. And Louis, in regards to it, I mean, we were all sitting there in the room. I'll try to find that meeting when it was voted on, Louis, but it was voted on. And the videos that we placed were what it was a high priority. Performing Arts Center was labeled as one of the main priorities because that was already discussed.
That was the target. There was no confusion about it being a gym, because if it was a gym, we wouldn't call it Performing Arts Center. It would be Hannah. It wouldn't be Hannah Performing Arts Center Gym. It was Hannah Gym. That's how it was made. And it's being constructed, and they deserve that. Porter Gym. It wasn't called Porter Performing Arts Center Gym. It was called. It was Porter Gym. That's what the funds were allocated. These funds were allocated for Performing Arts Center, which was supposed to be a beautiful building.
Beautiful.
And you've seen the blueprints, and I've seen them. Beautiful. And before me, they were already in the process. But when they got to me, I said, you know what? I'm going to spearhead this. And I went to Dorendon and asked her, what is it that we can do to make this happen? And she says, all we need is the support of the. And so I was able to go in there and fight and explain to them, why is it that the Performing Arts Center needs to be built? It's what the community deserves. It's what the people who belong to the Performing Arts Center, to the band, to the people who go out and do the Christmas, fine arts, all the fine arts people, all of them. This is what they deserve. So I was able to speak and be able to nip their ear and say, you know what? Yes, let's do it. As soon as
it's what they need.
It was dead in the water.
Let me tell you guys. Because my band directors are not going to let Erasmo lie. The reason that they were not giving instrument money this year, and I raised hell and a half. The reason they were not giving instrument money this year was because they said that they had overspent in traveling and in renting facilities. And I said, well, yeah, because of their stupidity. Because we had to go all the way to Harlingen to perform, to practice. We had to rent out space. We had to rent out buses. Some of us were going to Corpus to Edinburgh. Why? Because we didn't have a performing arts center that our people were promised 5 years ago. We don't have it. So it's not so much of us that, we do deserve it. They need it. They need it. San Benito. San Benito is a ranch. It's un rancho. And I love San Benito. I love my San Benito people. It's a rancho. Right? I mean, San Benito fits in the southmost area. The city of San Benito fits in southmost area. They have a performing arts center.
Let me tell you what the difference San Benito and Brownsville is.
What's the difference?
They don't have Sylvia Atkinson.
Or Minerva Peña, or Drew Brown, or Prissy Tipton, or Flipping Phillip. Ah! I remember getting flyers in the mail telling us that we were going to get the for voting to TRE. Can we go find what's somewhere in the file? It's in the meetings. I mean, we'd have to go back and look for him, Louis. I'll do my best. Again, it's that.
Louis, I mean, just go back to the meetings for those days. I'm going to tell you what is there. I know that I voted for it. I know that we voted for getting this performing arts center built. We already had the land. We already had the plans because Dr. Redondo had pushed that for many years. We already had everything. Everything was being done to get this performing arts center for the performing arts. But the board changed. And when the board changed, it all went to
Sylvia. Yeah, because I'm sorry, people of Brownsville, you voted for these people. You voted for Sylvia's people. You, the city of Brownsville, you all voted for Sylvia's people because you all thought, and my teachers and my band people, you all thought that Drew was going to be the savior of BISD. You thought that she was actually going to be out there doing the right thing. She did not. She served past, she serves present Sylvia Atkinson. That's who she serves. She doesn't serve the community. She doesn't serve our people. She serves Sylvia. Serves her. Prissy serves Sylvia. Minerva serves Sylvia. Flipping Phillip, sometimes he serves Sylvia. Sometimes he supports the alien, the Martian from Space Jam's movie.
Erasmo, I posted a link to the presentation that was given in regards to this performing arts center, and I posted on the 4 different links, so the viewers could see what was presented at that time in regards to BISD's population, the existing facilities, Region 1, and pictures of a potential 1,500 theater. So it's very interesting if they want to go through the PowerPoint presentation. It's in the chat.
Let me tell you, Kat, and they were beautiful. And I'll tell you, I'm going. Someone I know, my friends have a copy. Someone send me a copy so I can post this week, guys. Please, people, please, someone send me a copy of the plan so I can post them online. I might have them here somewhere. It was a 1,200 stadium here, an art gallery, a fountain, and an 800 seater here. It was like this. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Erasmo, I have some pictures here. If you want me to, you can let me know. 1 second.
That's it. Is that the performance? Yes, that's it. That, go back to the other one. The other one. This one. That one. That one.
This one.
That one. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is the Performing Arts Center we talked about. Right here. 1,200. Beautiful fountain. 800. An art gallery. Beautiful. A nice little Paul here. These, if you make it bigger. Make it bigger.
Erasmo, that was going to be the best thing for these kids, man.
Beautiful. Right here.
Beautiful.
scene shop,
Beautiful.
choir dance, choir, band. Look at this stuff. Here, an art little gallery. Solo un poquito para arriba. A little bit up. Nah, no, the other way. The other way. The other way's up. BISD Performing Arts Center conceptual floor plan. This is it. This is what we could have had it not been for Sylvia, Minerva, Prissy, and now Drew, and Flipping Philip. This, folks, is what we could have had right here on Morrison Road for our students. Right here. And send me that, Frankie. I'm going to post it on the page. This is what we could have had.
Erasmo, but that could have already been built now. Myself and the rest of the approved this. What happened? Why is it not being built?
Sylvia happened, Prissy happened, and Drew happened.
But Prissy has her kids in private school. Why should she even matter?
I did post it on the chat, Erasmo. I'm sorry. I did post that link to the presentation where those pictures are at on the chat.
Yeah, send it to my inbox. The pace band boosters were trying to get the board into. Yes, so was I.
Yes,
I said every single guys. I'm not even joking. I said every single school, because we go to these amazing places all over the place, and every other band out, every other school district out there, even the small ones, they have their own 18-wheelers per school, and it's a PR thing, guys, because you could have. On the side, you could have the school district, their accomplishments. You could do great stuff, but they ate up all the money. El Callejosa had Performing Arts Center. El Callejosa, talk about a ranch. Wow, those fans. Thanks for posting pics.
No. Who else brings the community together? Music and these kids playing their instruments, man. I mean, the Christmas. I mean, you were there. How beautiful were these presentations?
Amazing talent.
Amazing. These kids were unbelievable. They're by far they're super talented.
They don't care.
Some of these performances will bring tears to these kids.
Prissy doesn't care.
Why?
Prissy doesn't care.
Why?
Drew doesn't care.
Why do you care about BISD? Because their kid doesn't come to BISD. They go to private school.
Drew doesn't care. Minerva doesn't care. Flipping Philip sometimes cares, sometimes he doesn't care. Sometimes he cares, sometimes he doesn't care. Sometimes he cares, sometimes he doesn't care. You know why? Because he's Flipping Philip. He cares sometimes, he doesn't care. He cares, he doesn't care. The plans are there, guys. I mean, did anyone think we were lying? Anyone? They're there. Taxes are being charged for the property, and us taxpayers paying, guys. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy. And remember, Erasmo, people need to go out there and do the census, because you know what? That also gives us more money in this community.
$113,119.
A lot of money. These people need to go do the census. If we had more people go in there and do this, we can get more money to build more things for the district.
But first of all, file your census. But guys, Minerva, Flipping Philip, they gotta go, guys. Yeah, aren't you tired of empty promises? Aren't you tired of people who fight for Sylvia and don't fight for our students? Fight for money in Sylvia's gambling thing and not benefit our teachers? Aren't you tired? What more proof do you want?
6,000 students.
Well, remember, Erasmo, Sylvia not only has what she just did, but she also has the problem that happened before this, when she was stealing the social security numbers from all the teachers and counselors.
Yeah.
And nothing happened. This is number 2 on her. When are our people, our BISD individuals, going to get the break? Now you're talking about a performing arts center that wasn't built because of this.
Nada.
You know, what's going on?
There's nothing. Center needs to be a joint endeavor with the city. No, Paul. No, it doesn't. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't, because it needs to belong to BISD. I don't want the city and their stupidity, or the county and their closed-minded idea messing with our students. No, we don't need an
No,
arena. We need a performing arts center. That's what.
Imagine if you have El Marihuano Beniz come in here to dictate what happens to our BISD kids.
No.
No, that's
No.
a horrible idea.
Sorry, Paul.
Here's what
You're talking about.
to come over here and dictate what happens to our kids at BISD. Please, come on.
Well,
What's not going to happen?
Now, Paul, where I will agree is the city and the county and all the other cities in this county, they need to get together and build an arena. That is their responsibility. It is not the district's responsibility. Our district's money should go to the districts, to our students, and to our teachers, not to the county, not to the city. So I'm going to disagree with you, Paul. As it is, when we get our choir UIL at the Harlingen Nationals Pack, the students are right, Rosie. I don't know if you saw me out there, but I was out there, and I was going like, "What the hell, Harlingen, otro rancho." I'm going to get in trouble with my Harlingen and San Benito people. No, Harlingen is a little bit bigger. Rancho. Our kids deserve better. Our kids are wonderful, hardworking students that sometimes come from broken homes. Party. They do, Cat. They deserve better than Minerva. Right. They deserve better than Flipping Phillip, than Drew, and the Prissy. They deserve better than those. Oh my God, it's a beautiful cat. Oh, thank you. I have 3. When are there seats up in November? I want them all. I want all those seats. I want Minerva gone. I want Flipping Phillip gone. I want them all gone. All. Our schools board is cheating. They're stealing, Leslie. It's not cheating anymore. It's stealing from our kids. Stealing. Tax paying money is paying our board members' kids' private school. That's an efficient board for our community. Fuera! Is there so much controversy with the board? Isn't there also ways to get them out? By voting, Karen. By voting. We can't recall, we can't impeach. Voting. And it's right here. Very close. Too many hands in the masa. Get her out before y'all lose more money. Amen, sister. Could you elaborate on the Social Security issue? What exactly did she do? Save that for another show. I want to talk about the insurance, but we'll talk about it. I mean, we have the proof. We have the information. But she was trying to very quickly. She was trying to get herself on the board, and she needed the signatures or the approval of different people from inside the district. So she went out there. So she went out Social Security numbers on the petition to get her on. But we'll go in there. We'll get some information for you on it. I want to talk about the insurance before we leave. And we're already at 47 minutes, guys. Time flies. We're having fun. That's right. Our Social Security number is used without even being asked for notified. That's right, Lupita. What else? What was she using them for again? To get on a board up in Tasby or something? Is it Tasby? One of those boards. Yep. And she needs the information. But we'll get there. Darn. There went that tamalada. Our kids look like county bumpkins, all impressed with what other districts provide. Yes. You know what? And it's very unfortunate because they go to Harlingen and they'll go to Edinburgh or Chelsea and they'll go to San Benito and go like, what? These ranchos, they have all this and we don't have, we are the biggest city. The largest budget south of San Antonio, and we got what? No, shut up.
Vete la boca.
How sad at us with pity. Yes, we're the laughing stock because of these idiots. Put her out, lay it out there. Yes. Okay, so who do we vote for? A recommendation. Well, right now, as of right now, do not vote for Minerva Peña. Do not vote for Flipping Phillip, and do not vote for Bill Eddy. That's right now. Now that cute dog. Oh my goodness. What a cutie. Me? Oh, the doggy. Okay. Thank God I'm out of busy. I will still help my wife and the children. My friends who are still busy and our amazing senior staff. Eduardo, I'm glad you already registered to vote. Make sure that all your friends out there are also registered to vote and ready for November, my man. Love you, Eduardo. All right. We'll keep on talking about performing arts. I'll be pulling out the pants tomorrow. Insurance, Carlos. You want to talk about
You want me to go back at what I was telling you today?
No. I got something to show you, Carlos.
What?
I got a surprise for
you. What?
I got a surprise.
No.
Guys.
Surprise.
I got a surprise. First of all, on March 21st, May 21st, Texas Southmost College is having a board meeting. a regular board meeting. 21st. And if you'd put up that small one, Frankie, and one of the items on there, folks, is everyone ready? One of the items on there is consideration and possible action on adoption on a resolution. No, not that one. B, consideration and possible action to award of RFP 19-26. Look at this, for supplemental insurance. My goodness, that's at TSC. So what does that have to do with BISD? Could it have anything to do with BISD? Is anyone going to ask you the question?
Bam!
It smells fishy.
Bam!
Let me tell you guys what it has to do with BISD, guys.
Tell us. Tell us.
Well, we recently had an insurance committee meeting at BISD. Insurance committee meeting. And during the insurance committee meeting, you know that Prissy, Lara, and Drew were all up in arms. Oh, no! Protect the vendors! Let's protect the vendors! Well, now insurance people are starting to come in and request little bids, little contracts at TSC. Well, guess who's on the committee, guys?
No, who? Who?
What's her voting?
Prissy is on the committee.
What? She works for TSE.
Yeah, and because she works for TSC, she's on the selection committee for TSC's insurance.
That's what I figured.
And she's a board member for Brownsville ISD.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to submit an open records request
And her kid goes to private school.
because I can almost guarantee that the individuals that are going to be bidding or are going to be approved on March 21st not only provide services for or wanting to provide services for TSC, but they're also they already provide services for BISD.
Yes. That's what they say.
And I'm going to say this, guys. I'm going to check. But I can. Does anybody want to bet me any money that the vendors, whoever they may be, that are trying to get that contract at TSC, where Prissy is part of the selection committee, probably have already put money in Prissy's pocket? Does anybody want to that they've placed money in possibly Drew's campaign finance report or Prissy's finance report?
Tell us.
Oh,
Tell us.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to open an open record request to find out what vendors and to compare them with our vendors at BISD. But I can guarantee you guys, it's going to be the same people. The same people. And it's still the same people. Adela Garza is pushing this. Adela Garza is pushing for this supplemental insurance. She's pushing for it. And Adela Garza and Sylvia Atkinson are like this. Like this. They're tied to the hip. They control Prissy. I'm going to throw out the pictures, guys, where Sylvia, Adela, and Prissy are all out there on vacation time together. All cuddly, nice and warm. They're out there, guys. They are out there. So, yes, TSC, I'm going to get the information. I'm going to post it. Adela Garza, you are pushing for this insurance vendor that has probably already put money into Prissy's finance report, her campaign, who has already put money in Drew's campaign. And you know how adamantly they were fighting for them in last employee committee meeting? I will put that recording next to it. And I'm going to submit an open records request, and we're going to find out that Prisi is on the selection committee for the insurance at TSC. Anybody want to bet me money on it? Anyone out there? Anyone? Adela Garza has loaded money for her gambling debts, for Sylvia's gambling debts. Wouldn't doubt it. It's a conflict of interest for Prissy to be in the insurance committee for both institutions, BISD and TSC. But look at all the contracts that BISD sends to TSC because of Sylvia Atkinson and because of Prissy Rocatipton. Think of it. Conflict of interest? They don't care. But with this insurance, got you. I'm going to submit an open records request tomorrow. I'm going to request the names of the individuals on the selection committee. And I could almost guarantee you, I would bet every single hair on Carlos' head that
Carlo.
and you know what? They don't care. They don't care. They'll continue to be as corrupt as possible because no one speaks out about it. I'm speaking out. And I'm going to ask every single board member on there at TSC to take action and to do a little research and investigation. And you're going to find out. Be careful, Erasmo. Sometimes someone is going to put a hit out on you. I think that already happened a long time ago. Stop supporting her, Brownsville, Texas, 100%. There was a question up here in regards to what happened. So just to finish it off, guys, this week I will be submitting an open records request to find out exactly what's going on, who the vendor is. I can almost guarantee you, I don't know exactly who it is, but I can almost guarantee you that it's a BISD vendor. Guarantee you. I'm also going to submit an open records request to confirm that Prissy was on the selection committee. If she's on the selection committee, if that's the case. It's a huge conflict of interest, and Adela Garza should be ashamed of herself for pushing it forward. And for putting Prissy on that committee, knowing very well that she wanted whichever vendor was putting money into Prissy's account, into Drew's account, now offering services to TSC. Chihuahua, hombre. I hope I'm wrong, pero para cuando Erasmo habla, I got him right here. Right there. We'll find out. So my challenge to TSC, send the information, put the information out without having to do an open record request. Hey, Prissy's always saying transparency. Okay, my challenge to TSC, put out the information and prove Erasmo a liar. Put out the information. Throw out the name of the vendor. And let us know if Prissy was actually on the committee that placed him on there. It'd be interesting. The Brownsville Fire Chief Sharon didn't go help South Padre Island, but sent his firefighters 2 hours after the initial call to help. Well, I do know for a fact that the firefighters from Brownsville were out there. An amazing job by the firefighters. I did notice, and I was very surprised. And we actually had a live show that morning, guys. If y'all remember, I found out about the fire. I went to go have breakfast at the Brownsville coffee shop, and while we were ready to leave the Brownsville coffee shop about 8:35, that's when I started to hear the ambulance going down South Padre Island. I go like, oh, they're going to help. And I thought, it's kind of late. They should have been gone a long time ago. But again, maybe they didn't know the magnitude of it. That's fine. When we were doing our live, I don't know if y'all remember, I said, oh, there goes a fire truck. Remember, Frankie? There goes a fire. And that was already 9:30, guys. And I'm going like,
right.
Dude, what Juan says is very true. That fire had already been raging for like 2 hours. So,
yeah.
But again,
firefighters, my hats off to those individuals. I worked with them forever, but the fire chief, unfortunately, he failed to send the individuals out there within the minutes, the time that this was happening. And I know that people are going to say, you know what, he didn't know about it, whatever it is. you know, these local firefighters, especially from San Pedro, they only have one ladder truck, one fire truck, and maybe an ambulance available. When mutual aid comes around, they need all the help they can get. You don't have to be asked to send people over there at a fire of this magnitude. He should have already sent them. Whatever the fire chief was doing is beyond me. I don't know, but he should have sent these individuals out there. Whether it being the only good thing about it was there was no life loss, but to send them 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it was that they sent them out, it's just uncalled for. It shouldn't ever happen.
Ruben has been driving the De La Garza around town. Can we get rid of all of Sylvia Atkins' family members that also bleed the district money? Kat, Mary Tolman has her hands in federal monies. Has her hands in federal monies. The reason that the FBI, Mary Tolman, the reason that the FBI is here because of the federal monies. Because of their federal monies.
It's not a coincidence.
Sylvia's sister has her hands on federal monies. And I think, and don't get me wrong, I think Sylvia is living with her now because they sold her house. I remember.
There they are.
Yes, he is always right. Amen, sister. Love you. What? Really? Yes. I'm out, guys. Good night, Adrian. Love you. Vote! Thank God. No one perished. I think no one perished. Guys, it's not coincidence, guys. It's not coincidence that Mary Tolman and Sandra Powers are out there telling people, oh, Sylvia's going to beat this. She's going to be okay. She's coming back. She's coming back. That is the way they control the district, by maintaining it in fear. So they're making people be afraid that Sylvia's not coming back, folks. She took money from an undercover federal agent. She not only tried to make a deal about the movie. She tried to make a deal with insurance. She tried to make a deal with everything, with food, with reading programs, with tutorial programs, with laptops, with computers, with everything. She had her hands in everything. Hey, Raúl, mañana, tomorrow 3 o'clock, Raúl, Ruli, mañana a las 3, prendan el bote. Vamos a hacer una carnita asada allá en el Southmost. Anyone that wants to join tomorrow will be down Southmost at 3 o'clock. Stop by. If it's federal money that Mary Tolman manages, should the FBI be informed? I'm sure that they know. I'm almost positive that they know. Sylvia is coming back, but in about 30 years, maybe. Y los negritos que bailan están mirando a Atkinson. You made me read that, Francisco. Guys, this week is going to be interesting. We're going to put more information out in regards to the PAC. We're going to demand that if they just produce what they promised, what our people have been promised. Build the damn PAC. Build it on Morrison Road. Philip, stop trying to stop trying to purchase land from your buddies. Stop trying to hire your architect buddies because you literally hired this one. Stop it. I mean, stop it. Enough's enough. How much does Sandra Powers get paid for sitting her fat butt down all day? $110,000 a year.
Wow.
Probably got a raise too. Probably 120 now. 110,000, and I know because I did an open records request back then in regards to their salaries. We think that they can get away with everything. They think they can. I'm not going to let them. I'm going to fight for my community's money. I'm going to fight for my students, my teachers, my counselors, my parents, my community as a whole. I'm on your side, folks. So what is the name of this fiasco? The supplemental insurance gate. We'll find out on this one. This is going to be an interesting one. Again, I don't have the name of the vendor yet, but I can almost guarantee you that the vendor is on the BISD list. I don't know completely that I can almost guarantee you that Chrissy was on that search committee. But we'll find out. We'll get the documentation. Because again, I approve with documentation. So what is the name of this festival? Did it? Otis Powers got some of the money from Yes. was her tool? Her little boy, her puppy. He had to go. Carlos, any last words? Frankie, any last words?
Of course, I have last word.
Oh,
November's coming and it's coming very quick. So remember, people, don't let these individuals destroy what you guys have worked so much for. A lot of the things here that we're working for, and I'm telling you, Erasmo, before you got there and before you beat me, it was about helping the people who hadn't had the help for a long time, which is your fine arts program. We need to continue to help these people out. They're the ones that are being left behind, and unfortunately for us, Sylvia ran a great campaign, man, and she
yeah.
she got the majority of people in there, and it's because of all the money they put into it. But now people know what she did. She ran a great campaign. I'm not going to say that she didn't, but now you know why she did it. So now people need to understand that when November comes down, don't get fooled by the same things that Sylvia Atkinson pushed for. You know, because
Come on.
look at what vote for what is in the best interest of the individual, which is the school district, the employees, and of course the kids. Everybody's gonna say, you know what, I'm here for the kids, yes, but you also got to be here for the employees, and you also got to be here for the people who actually pay the taxes to get the employees paid and the kids educated. So that's what you need to go and vote for. Vote for the people who are out there putting their name, putting their reputation out in the front, and the people who've gotten screwed.
Yeah. Too much. Frankie.
Again, there is no leadership. We have the board president who's confusing herself in regards to the TRE and the PAC. A long time has been coming since 2017. She's been at the helm for 12 years, and she still hasn't been able to give the community what we desperately need. Again, we have neighboring school districts such as San Benito and Harlingen who have already fulfilled this for the community. Again, time and time again, November is coming. We need to put the right people in there. Let's not be fooled by their smoke screens of giving you giving a $1,500 raise. The insurance is going to go up more than likely. Again, they're going to be promising you the Performing Arts Center. They're going to be telling you that they've been trying deliberately on and on and on and on, trying to get this done. But again, actions speak louder than words, and they have done nothing about this. Don't be fooled. It's going to be very interesting again to see what happens, what transpires with TSC. The ball's in their court. May 21st is going to be very interesting if there is that correlation that was alluded to with TSC and BISD. Again, we have a sitting school board member who is an employee of TSC. Now, if she sits on that committee, that is a conflict of interest. Would the school board members, would the TSC members, not take her consideration since there is a possible conflict since she votes on the insurance for BISD? Again, guys, nothing in life is a coincidence. They put their players in because they know what's at stake. We're glad that we have individuals like Erasmo and Carlos who are here vocal about this, bringing this information to the world. Now all eyes are on them. The ball's on their court. How are they going to act? Because the public is watching. I'm sure the FBI is too. And now, thanks to Brownsville Talk, so is the community. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great Sunday evening. Have a good start of your week. We'll be around.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Guys, one of the things that we've all learned in the whole process, nothing is coincidence here in Brownsville. There's always a backroom door deal trying to be made in one way, shape, or form or other. These people have ripped us off, have screwed over the community as a whole one too many times, guys. Enough's enough. Enough is enough. We'll continue to expose. We continue to share. We'll continue to be that voice that is so very needed, even if we become that voice that cries out in the desert. Pero as scripture says, they will always know that there was a prophet amongst them. They'll always know that someone was out there fighting for the people. And we have an opportunity. I mean, unlike any opportunity our community has ever had,
You know,
we have the opportunity to take back control of the board. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want all 5 seats. I want all 5 seats to go back to the people of Brownsville. That's what I want. I want all 5 seats to go back to the people of Brownsville and away from Sylvia's pocket and away from Minerva's stupidity and away from Bricia and Drew's underhanded backroom deals and away from flip flopping Philip. Enough. It's time, man. It's time. And together we can bring change that our community so desperately needs and deserves. I love you all. See y'all tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Adios. Thanks, guys.
okay, guys.